All right, so I got another video for you today. It's a Saturday. It is not even 6:30 a.m. I left South Central Pennsylvania probably about an hour and a half ago. Just got up to the Poconos. Specifically, I'm in Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. Very charming, very quaint little town up here, tourist town. I mean, the food, the architecture, the scenery, the shopping. It's like a little piece of Europe just tucked away in the Poconos. It honestly is really wonderful. They have like a Harry Potter coffee shop, which it's just really lovely. Anyways, so we're not up here for any of that. I'm actually really just trying to like kill time right now. So we're up here to do two things. One, it's been a while since I've been up here to fish, probably 4, 5, 6 months. So I definitely want to get on the, ooh, look at these lights, so nice. I mean, look at these storefronts, just absolutely gorgeous. You got these little inns, seat of Carbon County. Anyways, I digress. So we're up here to fish, at least to begin with, we're up here to fish the Lehigh River, targeting some stocked and or holdover brown and rainbow trout. There are some wild trout in the Lehigh River, but it's kind of hit or miss. And then we're also, I think, depending on time, we're gonna try to hit one of the tributaries, maybe even fly fish. Not sure yet, so yeah, let's see what happens. Let me try to find some parking and let's get on the river. All right, so after a, 15, 20 minute, mile and a half hike, we're finally making it down to this little section of the river that I want to fish. We're only gonna really dedicate like an hour and a half to fishing a pretty small section of the river here. Again, looking for stocked holdover brownies and rainbows. Despite the low water conditions we've had, the Lehigh's actually looking pretty fast and high, which I don't know if that's good or bad. I actually think that's kind of bad for me because I'll be waiting a little bit. But yeah, so I'm using a what am I using? I'm using a St. Croix 6-foot Trout Series rod paired with a ultralight Shimano reel. I'm throwing a, I think size 6, pretty decent size, not huge, but pretty decent size Panther Martin black and gold spinner. So that's what we're gonna start out with. I might switch to a plug at some point, maybe a bigger spinner, maybe a smaller spinner, but that's the rig we got. So the water actually is pretty shallow, but it is moving at a pretty fast little clip. Rough summer for fish, as everybody knows in Pennsylvania. High temps and really like no water, or no rain, I'm sorry. So I don't expect this fishery to be great right now, but it is primarily a stock trout fishery. And I think there's private clubs that stock in the fall, so definitely still a shot for some fish. We shall see. Just got to my first decent little stretch. Again, kind of shallow, definitely more shallow than I've seen in the last couple years, but fishable. 2 seconds after I turned off the GoPro, what do you know, we got on the board. Trying not to lose him. What do we got? What do we got? Is that a smallie? No, that's a, what is that? Ooh, that's a nice brown. Oh, let's get him in the net. Oh, got him. All right, so we just got a brown on the board. Oh, the hook popped right out of him. What do you know? Barbless hooks. Let's get the hook out of there and get him out of here. All right, very cool. Just got our first brown on the board. Apologies about the lighting. It is just a really dark and dreary morning. So this is probably a 13, 14 inch stock brownie. Looking good, not any crazy reds. We didn't expect that, but definitely not a bad fish. Barbless hooks popped pretty much right out of him. Let's get a look at this guy. Dang, son, that's a nice freaking trout right there. Hey, bud, we're gonna get him right out of here. All right, so that actually didn't take long. I'm really surprised and happy. Hands are freezing cold. The water is, as you can imagine, this time of year, absolutely freezing. Really quick, clean, super ethical release. Barbless hooks, wet hands, Orvis net. I mean, you really can't ask, unless you're a scumbag who just like puts negative comments online, you really couldn't ask for more. So that is real sick. There is a hole in the right leg of my waders.
Water has not seeped in yet, but the key word to what I just said is yet. So we are still dry as of right now, which is great, but I anticipate very soon water getting into my leg and the morning pretty much going downhill from that. But really great start. That was a pretty solid, I'm gonna say that's a clear stalker. His back fins, I don't know what they're called. I'm not savvy with all the fins. I know like anal fin, I know adipose fin, I know dorsal maybe. I don't know if that just applies to like dolphins, but I know dorsal fin. But the back fins, they look kind of stunted. Got another brown, real nice brown, bigger than the last guy, bigger than the last guy. Let's try to get him to the net here. Much nicer than that last fish. Ooh, get him in the net. Oh, got him. Oh, holy shnikey dikey. That is a really nice fish. So let's get the hook out of him and we'll take a look at him. That's a real sick trout. Holy cow, dude. That's, I'm not gonna say how big because people are gonna hate, but that's like a 16, 17 inch trout. Holy crap, dude. So my wife will tell you, sarcastically, I don't like giving myself credit for stuff or tooting my own horn. But would you look at this? Jeez, oh my gosh, dude, this is a freaking monster. I probably won't be able to get him in my hands. He's gonna be like way too feisty. But damn, dude, he's got some nice reds. This is a freaking monster tank of a holdover. So, yeah, let's get him out of here. All right, I'm probably not gonna get a good shot of this. I'm real crappy about doing good shots when this is on my head, but this is a freaking tank. I'm gonna try to get him right out of here. Oh my god, dude, look at this freaking trout. Again, don't know where the camera's at. That's got to be an 18, 20 inch trout. That is so sick. We're gonna get this freaking monster trout right out of here. Don't know where the camera's at, but that's a real sick trout. God, that's awesome. Let's get him out of here. Get out of here, bud. All right, so I think I say all right too much, but you know, how else do you start a new GoPro, you know, scene? I don't know. But yeah, so we definitely just got the trout we came here for. I was a little overzealous by calling it 20, but I would say that was a safe 16, 17, 18 inch trout. Really thick. I will not be so bold as to call that a wild fish, because I don't think it was. But it had some good reds. It didn't have like the black spots super duper close to each other like you see with freshly stocked stockers. So I would say that was probably, if I had to guess, maybe I'm wrong, that was definitely a holdover that's been eating really well in this river for years. I mean, at least a couple years. So that's pretty cool. We're definitely in this little honey hole right here. Let me keep fishing. Hopefully I can get one of these freaking bites on camera. I keep like catching it after it happens, but you know, you just burn through GoPro batteries so fast. And yeah, that's really all I have to say right now. So once I reel this in, I'm gonna use my hand to turn off my GoPro. I wish there were GoPros that were like voice activated so I could be like, GoPro, turn off. And it would have to listen to me, unlike my wife. All right, so after those back-to-back trout of, you know, considerable sizes, at least the one, haven't had any other bites that I can tell. We're almost at the end of the route I wanted to go on the actual river, so I'm gonna hit one or two more spots. I'm kind of going through this boggy area. Leaking my waders, definitely started leaking. So my feet are, at least my right leg is absolutely freezing. So yeah, we're gonna hit like one or two more spots quick, and then we're gonna hop up on, I think there should be a trail on the other side of the stream, so I have to cross this freaking raging torrent. We're gonna hike back to the car, and then although I'm gonna probably regret this, because I probably won't catch anything, because I'm real suspect when it comes to fly fishing. I think we're gonna try to find a little trib, and we're gonna at least try to put a couple fish on the board. Damn, so I just crossed from the tannic water right over there into some, you can see crystal clear water over here from a little trib. This is probably, now that I'm looking at it, this is probably the trib I'm gonna fish. I saw this on Google Maps. So I'm gonna fish up here, maybe 20, 30, 50 yards max with my spinning rod. Go get my car. I'm gonna drive a little ways and then like way upstream on this little trib, and I'm gonna get out my fly rod. Again, I probably won't catch anything. Ooh, God, I just got smacked. Son of a gun. Did not land him. So yeah, I'm gonna work up this little side strom. We'll see if we can get on something, and then we're gonna hike on out of here. Let me just see. Oh, got him. Got him. Nice one. Nice one. Oh, that's nice. Stay on, stay on. Oh, that's a nice one. Don't get snagged on something. What is that? Oh, that's a nice brown. Dang. That's a nice brown. Got him. So originally I thought this was a wild fish. The colors look great, but this is probably a stalker looking at all the spots and looking at that back fin. So still pretty sick. Nice, I'd say 12-inch. Yeah, probably 12-inch brownie. Some nice reds, honestly. I don't know if you can see these reds back here. Not bad, not bad. So we're gonna get this guy pretty much right out of here. Let's get him out of here. Let's get him out of here. Real nice brown. Jeez, all right, I was on my way back, literally following the same path I got to get here. And wouldn't you know, I just wanted to cast out just to see if there's anything else lurking. And we got a brown. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna get the hook out of him. I'm gonna go out on a limb and actually say, this is a wild trout. This looks real good. So let me get the hook out and we'll take a look at him. All right, so we just hiked back, I don't know, 15 minutes from up that direction. I got back to the pool that I caught the 2 bigger trout at earlier this morning, like an hour ago. Wouldn't you know, I just got what I think is a wild brown. This looks really, really good. Nice colors, beautiful brown. So we're gonna get him pretty much right out of here. Real feisty trout. I mean, look at those beautiful colors though. Not a lot of spots, but look at those reds. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is 100% a wild trout. So that's real sick. Just wiping off my GoPro lens now. Got a little wet. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that last trout, based on the coloration and the size and the fins, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that was highly likely a wild brown trout, which is really cool to see in such a big river. So that's pretty sick. All right, so what I'm gonna do, hike the remaining 20 minutes back to my car, warm my feet up, get my fly rod set up. I probably have a 15-20 minute drive up that tributary. Yep, that's real nice right there. That's real nice. American made. That's real nice. I was literally just walking down to that tributary stream we saw earlier. I obviously have my fly rod, not fry rod. My fly rod was definitely gonna give it the old college try. However, on my way down, my wife sent me a very polite but also firm, you know, she's a firm woman at times, reminder text that today, definitely forgot, today we have dinner with my wife's mother at like 12:31 p.m. Lasagna. It's gonna be delicious. Yeah, definitely forgot. So I am now sadly trudging back up to the road to get to my car. That said, after I do that, I gotta drive like 2 hours home, do a bunch of family stuff, house stuff today. But then I'm thinking later today before it gets dark, I could probably tell my wife like, hey, I gotta run to Lowe's, right, or something, Home Goods, and then I'll just kind of disappear for an hour or two and try to hit another stream.
All right, take 35 on my first time doing a narration over a Adobe Premiere GoPro video edit. Anyways, I'm sorry, I'm just really frustrated. Later that day, 5 hours later, I did get out onto a nice freestone stream. You can see me walking over a log. You're probably wondering why I'm not just talking live during the GoPro video. For whatever reason, when I recorded after fishing at the Lehigh, where I am right here on this very shallow freestone stream, the audio quality turned out really terrible. So, again, yeah, for the first time I am trying to do a narration. Please bear with me. So, what I'm doing. So, it's very unique. So, I have about a half an hour, 45 minutes of light. I'm working downstream on a small freestone stream, which leads into a lake. I heard whispers from some old timers that there were some really discreet surprise, other adjectives that describe something that not a lot of people know about. But yeah, there's some lake run. I caught a leaf right here. Pretty lame. There are some lake run brown trout in this body of water. So as you can see, eventually I made it out to the lake itself. I'm just throwing, normal stuff. Panther Martin, got my trout rod. Wasn't really expecting a lot. Again, I had a full long day. Lehigh River, lasagna, Lowe's, a lot of other stuff. So I was really just hoping for one fish, just sort of casting for a dream, and wouldn't you know, after a little bit, got him. So again, it's really awkward trying to like narrate something that already happened, but no, we did land into a really nice. I'm gonna say it's really a holdover brownie that was in the stream that then went out to the lake to live. But as you can see, he barely fits into my net. People who hate are gonna say, "Bro, that's not like an 18-inch trout. That's like a 16.5 inch." And I don't really play those games anymore, but that's a really nice, solid trout. You can see his snoot is real snarled and stuff. So hands are wet, barbless hooks, Orvis net. I got my Sims waders on. I'm trying to be as real of a fisherman as I can without having a freaking fly rod all the time. But yeah, this is a real plump guy. You can tell he's eating real good out in this lake, and we kind of just plop him out of the net. It was a real scrub release. Anyway, so really short amount of time to do this outro. I've screwed it up before, so as always, thank you for watching. First time narrating, it's fine, but yeah, hopefully we'll catch some more fish next time.